All right, everybody. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Max Garza III. I hail out of North America. Thank you very much for spending some quality time with us this evening and learning more about a very viral concept, guys. It's going viral in over 125 countries, and we are getting talented people such as yourselves from around the world. We're basically pulling talent from the four corners of the earth. And guys, one of the things that I'll tell you about myself is I am basically a trader and investor. I have this passion for cryptocurrency, but I also have a passion for energy because I know that it's two things that are going to change the way we live around the world for decades to come. So, when I heard about the XE coin, Power On Network, and Exergonics, it was like a dream come true, right? Because I haven't felt like this guy since I saw the beginning of the internet in the early 90s when I was a kid. And even though I didn't understand hypertext transfer protocol, I didn't understand modems, I didn't understand anything that dealt at a high-end level with computers, I was just excited, right, as many of you were. If you would have asked me, hey, is your mom going to be using email in 2016, I would have said, you got to be absolutely crazy. But now, lo and behold, because of mobile devices, iPhone 7s, Galaxy S7, our parents, our grandparents are using social media. They're using email. They're sending pictures. They're sending videos. So this disruptive technology that occurs every couple of decades, guys, we get to see it firsthand, right? But as entrepreneurs, we get to talk about it with others around the world. And some of us get in front of those trends, and we make massive income from it, right? So tonight you're going to hear a story about the Power On Network, the XE coin, the very first cryptocurrency that's backed by an actual tradable commodity, guys. Clean, green, renewable energy. That's what's super exciting. Because as many of you know, guys, Bitcoin right now is trading at about $850. For many of you that have been on our webinars in the past, I've been telling people, hey, Bitcoin's going to go over 800, hopefully before the end of the year, and guess what? We were absolutely correct. It is trading at $850. So all these other Bitcoin derivatives like XE coin, Ethereum, Ripple, Dashcoin, you name it, guys, they are making headway around the world because everybody wants to do what? They want to get away from a decentralized authority that holds their money. Because if you think about it, banks have been doing what to us lately, guys? They've been charging us more fees for remittance. I mean, remittance around the world is a $580 billion a year industry, and banks and companies like Western Union and MoneyGram take about anywhere from 9 to about 20% of that yearly. So people are just sick and tired of it, right? They're looking for ways to put more money in their pocket, but also move away from a centralized version of a banking authority. And this is why so many people are gravitating towards cryptocurrencies, guys. In the last quarter alone, 1.1 million Bitcoin wallets have been activated. And that might not sound like a lot, but guys, literally, Bitcoin is right now at the beginning of a run. And I keep telling people, Bitcoin is a fiat currency just like the United States dollar. It's not backed by anything. Richard Nixon took us off the gold standard in the 70s, meaning the United States dollar is a fiat currency just like Bitcoin, and to be able to work with the Power On Network and the XE coin that's going to be backed for the very first time by a renewable commodity, that's what's super exciting for us. Now, many of you that are seeing this information for the very first time, guys, on your screen, this is our parent company's website. You can go to www.exergonix.com. That's www.exergonix.com. Guys, if you go to this homepage, you can check out information about the company, the affiliates, the team, media, news, products that they have for residential service, commercial, utility, solutions around the world. Guys, this company, every time I learn more and more about them, this is what's going to be underwriting the XE coin, not just the clean, green, renewable energy, but the physical products, guys. And that's what's super exciting, because the more that you're using the XE coin for commerce, and the more that there's a supply and demand, guess what? The value is just going to keep going up, skyrocketing up. And then we throw in carbon credits in the future, sky's the limit. Now, for many of you that have already reserved a position, guys, in your back office, you actually have the Power On presentations, the PowerPoints, in German, Spanish, Hungarian, Norwegian, Russian, Swedish, Slovenian, Thai, and obviously for those of us that speak English, we have a PDF, a PowerPoint, and a keynote. Now, many of you that are setting up your online wallets, guys, there's a couple of videos in your back office now. You can look at the O-Wallet sign-up video, the adding funds video, and the cashing out video. Obviously, we want you getting paid, right? So it's super exciting times here at Power On Network, guys, and thank you very much for everybody that's joining us this evening. Let me just get our presentation ready, and we will get this show on the road. All right, guys. So our company has one simple question for everybody around the world, guys. Are you switched on? And I know that sounds like a silly question, but of course you are. We all are. From our cell phones to our cars, our homes, our schools, and even our sources of food. Without energy, we are powerless, literally. Our whole existence depends on production, distribution, and consumption of energy. One tradable commodity none of us can live without. Now, guys, you got to ask yourself a simple question. How much energy do you waste every day? If you're like me, we leave some lights on. We leave a toaster plugged in, a microwave plugged in. Some of us are polar bears, right? So our thermostat is either really low or really high if some of us are cold, right? Or if we live in a cold state or a cold country. But are you aware that 67.8% of the energy produced is wasted due to inefficiencies in the energy infrastructure? In the United States alone, this amounts to $700 billion in annual losses. Now, this is energy you and I have paid for. Guys, you got to remember, the utilities have technology and infrastructure that's from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. It is outdated technology. This is why when you see these power plants cranking during the peak hours of the day, there are a lot of inefficiencies in our grids. And guess what, guys? Because that is not deregulated, global citizens wind up paying for those inefficiencies. And this source of information is from the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. So now the premise is, what if you could store energy for a rainy day, like gold, but also be able to trade and sell excess power you do not need to others or back to the grid like currency? Now the power is in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. With the Power On Network and XeCoin, you can mine, store, and trade this essential commodity and protect your assets against future downturns in the fiat economy. Now, everyone will always need energy, and with the Power On Network, you are now the source. Now, ladies and gentlemen, ask yourself one simple question. Are we getting any less connected, or is our appetite for energy increasing? Obviously, we live in a world where there's 7.5 billion global citizens, right? And of those 7.5 billion global citizens, we have 6 billion connected mobile devices. Now, think about that for a second, guys. We are not getting less connected. We're getting more connected. So our appetite for energy is voracious. And what that means for us, guys, is we have to figure out ways to be able to become more efficient, right? Because at the end of the day, guys, we want to leave this world in a better place for not just our children, but our children's children. And to be able to be working with a pioneer in energy storage, that's what's super exciting for us here at Power On Network. Now, we call this phase one, everybody. This is the digitization of energy, the conversion of energy into a transferable cryptocurrency. And remember, guys, for the very first time in history, you're going to see an actual cryptocurrency that not only is on an actual public exchange, but is backed by a tradable commodity. Clean, green, renewable energy, backing your XeCoin. You want to talk about having a longevity strategy in place that will allow you to obviously, get your packages while the coins are in a lower valuation. And as time goes on, guys, as the simple law of economics, supply and demand occur, and commerce, then those coins will steadily start to increase, similar to what's going on with Bitcoin around the world. Now, on this slide, guys, you have the XeCoin, which is underwritten with energy developed using the best lithium-ion nanotechnology. Now, this coin is a hybrid proof of stake and proof of work coin. It's got a max coin base of 5 billion. But the things that I really want you to remember about this slide tonight, guys, is we have wallets for Windows, Mac, Linux, and access to web wallets at www.xecoin.net. And we have transactions which are verifiable on a public blockchain at www.xecoin.info. Now, guys, many people will approach us about different cryptocurrencies, but two simple questions that you have to ask them is, hey, where can I see your buy and sell orders on a public exchange, right? Because ultimately, if they are on a public exchange, you can buy and sell. Obviously, if somebody puts a sell order in, then you can pick it up if that's a valuation you like, right? But also, you have to ask them, where can I download my wallet? Is it mobile? Can I do it on a PC, a Mac, Linux? Because, guys, think about it. If you don't have a wallet where you can hold your coins, then they can take them. If it's an internal exchange, they can freeze your account and take your tokens, not even coins, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're not on an actual public exchange and you don't have a wallet where you can hold your coins, then that is not a cryptocurrency. And I would advise you to run. Because I tell people, these steps are easily verifiable for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash, XeCoin, and any other Bitcoin derivative that actually is a verifiable cryptocurrency. Now, what underwrites XeCoin? Supply and demand, like Bitcoin or any genuine cryptocurrency. However, we have gone further. Together with Exergonics, we are establishing an independent, audited global energy fund. If you decide to liquidate your XeCoin directly rather than sell it on the open market, the fund will exchange it for usable energy at an equivalent value to our cost of production at that time. Now, guys, remember, for the very first time in history, people will be able to exchange their XeCoin for renewable energy, use it in commerce, right? Physical products. That's what's exciting about our future, ladies and gentlemen, that for the first time, now people will not just be able to buy and sell the XeCoin on a public exchange, but they'll be able to trade it in for clean, green, renewable energy. And that's what's super exciting. Now, our vision and mission is pretty simple. It's to create a better, cleaner, and cheaper way to provide energy to the entire world. Provide a vehicle to supply cheaper and cleaner electricity based on smart storage. Create an opportunity for anyone, anywhere in the world to profit from this revolution in the distribution of energy and be part of a mission to make a difference in leaving the world in a carbon-free environment. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, to be the solution, right? Now, our technology partner, Exergonics, is one of the leading producers of distributed energy system technology and a pioneer in this industry today. Using advanced nanotechnology and proven power management, Exergonics is able to provide efficient energy storage systems that are portable, modular, and can easily be tied to existing infrastructure, which is very valuable. Storing energy is now easier and is in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, for those of you who just joined a little later, you can go to www.exergonix.com. That's www.exergonix.com. That's our technology partner. On this slide, guys, we got to see this actual hardware, this physical product in person in California over the last couple of days. Now, this is an ESS tower design, guys. At the very top, you have the battery management system, basically the brains of the whole operation, right? You have the security software. You have the thermal management so it doesn't overheat. You have stackable battery stages. You have advanced batteries. You have about 5 batteries within this ESS tower design. Now, guys, this ESS tower can power a restaurant, a hotel, a warehouse. I mean, literally, these storage devices are phenomenal. But one of the things that we were super excited to see in person was the vertigo dock. Now, guys, each one of these blades basically is 1 kW of energy, about 1,000 watts. So imagine, guys, this right here, any vehicle that's produced past the year 2008, there's a 6-pin on the back of that vehicle. So basically, you can plug in this vertigo dock just like it's plugged in down here. Now, guys, as you're driving around, your car is producing energy. Your alternator, your battery, your brakes, your exhaust. And as you're driving around, imagine driving around, visiting your parents, your friends, family members, you name it. And, for 45 minutes, an hour, hour and a half, however long you're driving, you are energized and you're basically recharging these vertigo dock batteries. Now, guys, imagine this. Let's say that you have a mobile device at your house, right? An iPhone, an Android, an iPad, Android tablet, you name it. You can actually take this off the vertigo dock once they're charged and plug in your phone through a USB port. Now, what about if you have an actual renewable energy device attached to your home. Let's say you have a solar PV system attached, or some kind of wind or hydro or biomass system. Well, guess what? The average home around the world uses about anywhere from 2,500 to 3,500 kilowatt hours. Now, if you have 10 of these blades and they're all recharged, you're talking about 10,000 watts. Guys, that's enough to power your home for at least a month to almost 2 months. And again, all you got to do is plug it in your car and drive around. Think about becoming your own micro utility in the future, guys, and how many people will benefit from not having to be overcharged by their local utility. Now, this stunningly good-looking man right here, I got to meet him in California. His name is Don Nasenka. He's the chairman, president, and CEO of Exergonics. He has 25-plus years of global success. He's the former director at Enersys, Inc., which is the world's largest industrial battery company. He's the founder of Kokum America and Dow Kokum, which is the first lithium polymer plant in the U.S. And guys, many of you, I didn't know this till I got to meet Don, but the Dow Kokum batteries were the batteries that were in the first electric Lotus. So this is technology that Tesla purchased, and that technology comes from Don Nasenka. Talk about a pioneer. That's phenomenal. Now, he's the founder of Exergonics, and he's invested in several green companies. But some of the things that this man, literally, his story is like an American dream, right? It's almost like when you dream about having the perfect story for a movie. He literally is a distinguished alumni of the University of Central Missouri. He's got an outstanding career, and he's the originator of the Innovation Campus, which was recognized by our president, Barack Obama. One of the things that I was super excited about, and he's so humble, because I asked him about, being honored by the Lumina Foundation, which is the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, for his contribution to education and the idea of the Innovation Campus. And obviously, guys, he's such a humble man, but he's got a vision to help others around the world. So when I tell you that we're working with a high class of gentlemen and a team, a super intelligent team around the world, that's an understatement, guys. And obviously, I tell people one thing. The new economics of energy storage is very valuable moving forward. Now, this is an actual article from McKinsey, and you can go to www.mckinsey.com. But basically, guys, to summarize what's in this article, they're talking about how energy storage can make money right now. Finding the opportunities requires digging into real-world data. Now, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, energy storage is going to be a favorite technology of the future for good reason. Around the world, people are starting to adopt more renewable sources of energy, everything from solar to biomass to wind to hydro, you name it, guys. It is a conversation that is occurring at a breakneck speed, and many people are taking advantage of their local governments' rebates, state rebates, government rebates, and performance-based incentives from the local utilities. Now, many people see affordable storage as the missing link between intermediate renewable power, such as solar and wind, and 24/7 reliability. Now, remember, guys, utilities are intrigued by the potential for storage to meet other needs, such as relieving congestion and smoothing out the variations in power that occur independent of renewable energy generation. Basically, guys, remember this. Many commercial businesses around the world, during the peak hours, right, when everybody's cranking up loads of energy, they have to pay what's called a demand on their commercial electricity bills. These energy storage devices that we'll be talking about in the future, that you'll be getting more information about in the future, obviously they're going to help, they're going to allow those commercial businesses to not have to pay such a high demand factor on their bills. And that's super exciting for thousands of companies around the world. Now, what's the risk? If the sun stops shining, the wind stops blowing, and the water stops flowing, then the world has stopped turning, right? Renewable, sustainable, environmentally conscious, all backed by a solid, proven business model that rewards people like you and me for making this a better world to live in for today and for generations to come. Now, how do we make this all work, ladies and gentlemen? Right here on this slide, this energy storage device basically is about a 40-foot shipping container. Inside of it, ladies and gentlemen, you have about 5 to 6 ESS towers. If you put 2 of these side by side, they could basically power 800 residential homes. They would produce between 1 to 4 megawatts of power per hour. And guys, the beautiful thing about these energy storage devices is you can plug them in to conventional energy plants, biomass, hydro, solar, and wind. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're capturing 67% of the wasted energy because we want to produce cheaper, cleaner, better energy for our customers around the world. And don't forget, this is going to help to underwrite the XE coin moving forward in 2017 and beyond, ladies and gentlemen. So don't call it a dream, call it a plan. For many of you tonight, guys, you're seeing this information for the very first time, and we hope that we're providing value for you so that you can make an educated decision about your family's financial future. Now, on this slide, guys, you have power plans from Power Plan 1 to Power Plan 8. All these price points, guys, are in euros. So as an example, one of our most popular power plans is the PP5. That's 5,099 euro. Now, you'll have 50,000 XE coins awarded on that power plan. You have personal sales and group sales volumes of 5,000. Now, the binary cap per week on this, guys, is 30,000 euros per week. And then your binary percentage will be determined by your personal sales, and it can run from 6 to 12%. And again, guys, it doesn't matter, like I tell everybody. At the end of the day, we just want you to be able to take advantage of your supreme timing over hundreds of millions of people. Back when Bitcoin first got launched, the value of Bitcoin was less than a penny. And guys, today it was trading for $850 per Bitcoin. So imagine if you would have seen Bitcoin like you're seeing XE coin, right? And you would have, let's say you would have gotten a package of maybe a PP5, right? You would have had 50,000 instead of XE coin back then, Bitcoin. I mean, do the math, ladies and gentlemen. All those people had at the beginning was timing. It's not that they were better than anybody. They were just visionaries. And guess what visionaries do? They take action. But it's like I tell everybody, Bitcoin's not backed by anything. It's a fiat currency. The XE coin is backed by clean, green, renewable energy, physical products, and carbon credits. So one of the biggest things that I want you to understand about all these power plans, for anybody that purchases a power plan, whether it's a Power Plan 1 or a Power Plan 8, at the end of the year, ladies and gentlemen, December 31st, 2016, the company will double your XE coins. As an example, let's say that you purchase a PP6, a Power Plan 6, before the end of the year. Instead of having 220,000 XE coins, your account will show 440,000 XE coins by the end of the year. So again, ladies and gentlemen, you're a visionary right now. Take action and share it with people around the world. Now, the first way we get paid is called the direct sales bonus. You do not have to invest a dollar, ladies and gentlemen. It's not mandatory that you purchase a package. Many people will purchase a package just because they know what happened with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. They're seeing what's happening with Ethereum, right? They're seeing the valuation of a lot of alternative coins. They're going up in value. So many people at the very beginning, at the genesis of these cryptocurrencies, take advantage and they purchase coins, right? So, but here, guys, let's say that you came in for free, because you can reserve a position tonight for free. And let's say that you refer any of our digital packages or in the future any physical products or services. On your first generation, you would qualify for a 5% bonus. Now, as soon as you hit 6,000 euros in personal sales on your second generation, you qualify for another 3%. And on your third generation, ladies and gentlemen, when you hit 10,000 euros in personal sales, you qualify for another 2% bonus. Now, one thing that people are super excited around the world is this infinity bonus, guys. From your fourth generation to infinity, you can qualify for a 1% infinity bonus as soon as you hit 100,000 euros in personal sales. Now, all infinity direct sales bonuses are paid down to the next member in your team at the same level or higher, and you must have a Power Plan 4 package or higher to qualify for the infinity bonus. But remember, guys, that's not necessary for Generation 1, Generation 2, and Generation 3. You can be a free member and qualify for those generational bonuses. Pretty exciting stuff, right? Because you can work your way up to a power plan if you so choose. Now, this is the team bonus, guys. This is the second way we get paid. Some of you call it the dual team bonus. Obviously, this is a binary compensation model, guys. So you would, to qualify, the minimum requirement is to have one personally sponsored paid person on your left and one personally sponsored paid person on your right. Now, obviously, when you accomplish that, ladies and gentlemen, then, as an example, when you first get started, if you have less than 2,000 euros in personal sales, you qualify for a 6% bonus on your pay leg. So pay leg or working leg is the lesser volume leg, guys. So let's say, as an example, that you had 10,000 euros in group sales on your power leg. Let's say your left side, your power leg. And then you had 5,000 euros in group sales on your right leg, or your working leg / pay leg, right? You would earn 6% of 5,000 euros in group sales of your lesser leg and generate a bonus of 300 euros. Now, for many of you that are already way past 2,000 euros in personal sales, as soon as you do that, you qualify for an 8% bonus on your pay leg. When you have more than 5,000 euros in personal sales, you qualify for a 10% bonus on your pay leg. And when you have more than 25,000 euros in personal sales, ladies and gentlemen, you qualify for 12%. And guys, once you hit these benchmarks, then these are written in stone. They don't change every week. They don't change every month. Once you hit them, those are your bonuses for the rest of the time you're with our company. Pretty phenomenal, right? Now, here, ladies and gentlemen, we have the third way we get paid, the infinity matching bonus. As an example, on your first, second, third, and fourth generation, you can qualify to receive a 5% infinity matching bonus per generation as soon as you hit personal sales of 2,000 euros. Now remember, guys, generations don't necessarily mean levels. You can have 10 to 20 levels per generation, and you can qualify for a 5% infinity matching bonus. That's exciting. Why? Because for many of you that are going to hit this infinity bonus, from your fifth generation to infinity, you're going to qualify for a 5% infinity matching bonus. And as soon as you hit personal sales of 250,000 euros, guys, that means from your fifth generation all the way down. Remember, infinity does not stop at level 20. It does not stop at level 100. It does not stop at level 5,000. It goes all the way down to infinity. Now, obviously, the infinity matching bonus is paid down to the next member in your team at the same qualification per hire. There's people in this industry that are super excited about this matching bonus, guys, because they've never seen numbers like this on a compensation model. Now, let's talk about some payout rules. So basically, every single Friday, guys, 60% will be paid out, and you can withdraw that to your bank, your debit card, or use it in our shop. Now, the other 40% will be paid out every Friday also to buy XE coins. Basically, it's your reserve account. Now, guys, we're going to create more buyers than sellers. So imagine the coin is going to go up in valuation. When you create a market where people want more demand, obviously the price points will go up. Now, the beautiful thing about our currency, ladies and gentlemen, that it's already backed by 10 cents of renewable energy. Exergonics has given the valuation at 10 cents already of clean, green, renewable energy. No matter what's happening in the market, people can already trade their coin in for 10 cents. That's phenomenal because as a starting point, guys, remember, Bitcoin was less than a penny way back in 2009. So now, for many of you, this XE Coin Loyalty Award, you can basically customize your own returns. Now, you can sell your XE coins after 30 days. I know the slide says 60, but it's actually 30 days. After 30 days, you may freely sell or trade 10% of your stake each and every month. Now, many people will actually try and sell their XE coins initially because they want to see if they can truly do that on open exchange, and they can. But for those of you that are going to hold on to your coins so the valuation goes up, right, because you want more margin, every month in year one, your coins are stored in the cold wallet. You will receive a loyalty award of an additional 5 to 12% through controlled release of the company stake. Basically, guys, we're talking about a 60% minimum per annum. Now, for many of you that are going to receive the SMART reward, all coins in the cold wallet between year 1 to year 3 will receive the most aggressive award of an additional 20 to 40% through controlled release of the company stake. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about a 200% estimated minimum capital growth. Now, imagine if many of you today were asked, would you rather have, 1,000 Bitcoins or 2,000 Bitcoins? Obviously, one, when you purchase any package and the company's going to double your coins, that's phenomenal. But now they're going to give you a loyalty award for holding on to your coins. Again, guys, this is something that has not been seen in the industry. This company is trying to put more money into your e-wallets. Picture a fire hose, like you know how those fire trucks have fire hoses? Picture it open, right? And literally they're trying to throw as much XE coin in your account as possible, right? So now let's talk about some power awards, the best of the absolute best. Many of you do a phenomenal job of sharing this information around the world, guys, and you're going to be able to qualify for a Vertigo dock, a Tag Heuer smartwatch, an electronic bike, a Hublot King Power watch, a BMW i8 Spider. Obviously, this is an electric version, guys. This vehicle is about $180,000, about 150,000 euros. But I want everybody to focus their eyes on this slide at the very bottom right, guys. This is a €1 million villa. For those of you that qualify for this reward, guys, you'll be able to place your villa wherever you want around the world. Turkey, Greece, France, Russia. It is your villa, guys. You can put it anywhere you want around the world when you qualify for it. And I want you to write it down tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because many of you are super talented. You've just been waiting for the right company, the right products and services to share with people around the world and hit a financial grand slam. So I want you to write down that you're going to receive a €1 million villa as a reward when you get there, right, guys? Because many of you are superstars and you deserve to win. So our power reward qualifications are pretty simple, guys. We have 9 levels. As an example, as soon as you hit gold, that's where you'll receive a pin and a Vertigo dock as a reward. When you hit emerald, you'll get your pin, your smartwatch, and your electronic bike. Now, rubies will receive their pin and their Hublot King Power Watch. Sapphires now will receive a pin and a €50,000 pension fund. And obviously, when you get to diamond, I want you to pick your color of your BMW i8 because that's what you're going to be rolling around in, ladies and gentlemen. As a diamond, you'll have a pin and a BMW i8 Spider driving around whichever country you're in, guys, whether you're in Germany, China, Korea, Canada, Mexico. It's your BMW driving around at will, right? Pick your friends up. Now, as a Royal Diamond, for many of you, when you hit Royal Diamond, you'll get your pin and your smart villa. Whatever €1 million buys you, guys, I want you to write it down. I want you to become passionate about it, right? I want you to share your dream with your friends and family members around the world, because if you can dream it, you can achieve it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, in phase 2, we're talking about the democratization of energy, guys, the physical rollout of products from our technology partner, Exergonics. Now, we've already discussed the Vertigo packs, right, the Vertigo docks. Also in the future, we will have kiosks around the world, and we'll have a cube system that will track everything and anything in your household, guys. So we have some pretty phenomenal technology, and Donna Stanka told us during our training that every quarter we'll be receiving products that are coming out so that we can offer that around the world. Now, the timeline is defined, ladies and gentlemen, and we do have a track record in this industry already and a very well thought out plan. In 2003, Don was already working on nanocell development and automotive powertrains. Now, in 2008, he was actually working with defense aerospace applications, basically the United States military. In 2010, he was working with battery management systems. And in 2012, he started getting into solar power purchase agreements and energy storage system development. Now, 2014 was pretty exciting because they started working on vehicle systems. But fast forward to 2016, guys, and I know that 2017 is just around the corner, but in 2016, they purchased Coda Energy. And that acquisition is going to allow us to take this company to a whole nother level globally. 2017 will bring cube deployment, basically automation for your home, and you name it, guys. This cube deployment is going to be phenomenal because it's going to track everything. It does not matter where you live around the world, whether you're in a regulated territory or a deregulated territory, this cube system will save you between 20 and 30% off your utilities every single month. Now, 2018 is going to be super exciting because we will have more home systems. And imagine, guys, there's a lot of people that are installing solar, wind, hydro, biomass. So all these renewable systems, they create energy. Now, imagine having to be, grid dependent, right? Now, when these home systems come out, you can cut the cord to the grid, basically becoming your own micro utility, and it's going to be exciting times for many of our marketing partners around the world. Now, 2019 will bring Vertigo kiosks around the world, and 2020 will bring power purchase agreements with other renewable sources such as wind, hydro, biomass, solar, etc., ladies and gentlemen. Now, the power is truly in your hands, guys. We thank you very much for spending some time with us this evening, and we ask that you get back with the person that invited you to this webinar. Make sure that you reserve your power plan today, whether it's a power plan 1, a power plan 5, or a power plan 8. We don't care which power plan you purchase, guys. Just make sure you purchase, lock arms, and get this message into the hands of people. Financial Grand Slam. Now, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter what plan you choose before the end of the year, December 31st, 2016 at midnight, the company will double your points inside of whatever package you pick. And remember, guys, you can always go to poweronnetwork.com and get more information. But don't forget, many of us have seen disruption like this in the past. We discussed about computers at the very beginning and how we didn't really understand how it all worked, but we were super excited. Now, guys, I remember when I saw Napster, right, and it turned the entire music recording industry on its head when its founders discovered an evolutionary, disruptive peer-to-peer way to allow consumers to download every piece of music ever recorded for free. Now, in minutes, with no need to leave their home, you could literally download all your favorite music, right, guys? And that was so disruptive back then, and it was a peer-to-peer network. Now, what a lot of people fail to realize, guys, is that there's a lot of people around the world that don't even have a bank account. And to be able to share with them this concept of our XE coin with our blockchain technology, basically now, guys, if they have a mobile device around the world, they're going to be able to do what? Use this for commerce, use this for renewable energy. I mean, it is such an exciting time, guys, and you're seeing this before hundreds of millions of people. So once again, everybody, make sure that you get back with the person that invited you to this webinar. Make sure you get a copy of this PowerPoint we just used. It's in your marketing partner's back office, or yours if you already reserved the position. And we will see you on Saturday. We will do another international webinar at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, and 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This webinar is now adjourned. God bless. And we will see you Saturday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, guys. Thank you so much. Good night.